Hello everybody, my name is James Samuel and I am honored to be speaking to you today. I first want to thank Dr. Candace Bledsoe for giving me the opportunity to speak with y'all. I've worked very closely with her and I honestly would not be here where I am today if it wasn't for her, so thank you so much, Dr. Bledsoe. So first off, I want to congratulate all of you for taking the first step in watching this video, right? The first thing that I would tell you is that you have to believe in yourself, and I'm here to tell you that I believe in you. You know, it was several years ago when I graduated high school, and nobody really told me that they believed in me to accomplish much of anything, right? And so, much like you at your age, or maybe not, I felt like I had the world figured out, right? Well, I am 38 years old. I just graduated in 2018 when I was 36, and I can finally say that I'm starting to figure out life, right? But I had to go through some things for me to get to this point. Some of the things that I went through was jobs that weren't necessarily paying me as much as I was worth. Other things came down to, I did attempt college at one point in my life in the earlier years, and you know, I said to myself, I'm not doing this, right? College is not for me. So I actually started a business doing nightclub promotions. Had a lot of fun doing that, made some decent money, but it wasn't enough for me to sustain myself. I then had an opportunity to move out to Dallas. I got my real estate license. I started working with this company. And I felt like I had honestly made it at that point, right? Well, the fact of the matter was, I wasn't doing as good as I could, right? Financially, mentally. And so I decided to go back to school. It was a very difficult decision because I didn't do too good at it when I was young, and I didn't think that I would actually be able to complete it this time around. Well, fortunately because of individuals like Dr. Bledsoe, my manager Nick Barber at my real estate company, other mentors that I had developed throughout my life, because they had belief in me, I was able to start seeing it within myself, right? So I completed my associate's degree online, and I made that what was a difficult decision at the time to pursue another 2 years to get my bachelor's degree, right? So I reached out to Dr. Bledsoe. I had known her from a company that I had worked with her husband. And she encouraged me every step of the way to sign up, to apply, and she said, you know what, James, just see what happens, right? So again, somebody else had more belief in me than I had in myself. I will never forget the day when I got that acceptance letter saying that I was accepted into SMU. I honestly did not believe it. And I'll be honest, it was a little nerve-wracking. I was a little nervous. I didn't really know what the next steps were. But it was the first day of me changing my life, right? So, again, I went through the process and I started to develop that belief in myself, right? And that belief is actually what took me so far for me to even be talking to you today. Some of the classes that I've taken there was a human rights class. I encourage everyone to take this human rights class because it gave me a different perspective of the world, right? And that was an introduction to see things outside of what I thought was my reality was actually so incorrect. There's a reality outside of us that's much bigger than us, right? So we can talk about that in person if we ever get the opportunity to meet. I actually hope to do so with all of you. But I accepted a major in political science as well as advertising. Now, I will be absolutely straightforward with you. This was difficult. Double majoring, loss of sleep. But I can tell you, anything worth having, it's worth fighting for, and you're gonna have to fight. All right, you're gonna have to make some sacrifices, but I promise you that for anybody, and I mean anybody, that has that belief in themselves, that can see maybe not the end goal, but maybe that next step in front of them, take that next step, right? I take that back. Maybe you will see the goal, right? But you may not be able to see the finish line. But I promise you, as long as you take that step forward, that next step forward, eventually you'll get to that finish line, right? And that's exactly what I did. But there were some nights where, I felt like giving up. I felt like quitting. But I recognized one thing very early, that if I do quit, I'll be quitting on myself. So fast forward to where I'm at today. I've got a good job, and I am actually now pursuing an opportunity to get my MBA with the Cox School of Business. And I encourage you to do the same. Get to as far as where you can see, and when you'll get there, you'll see farther. All right, Zig Ziglar said that best. I'll say that again. Get to as far as you can see, and when you get there, you'll be able to see farther. I got to see myself with a double major graduating in 2018, and when I got to that point, I said to myself, I'm now going after my MBA. Why? Because I saw farther. Let that be a life lesson. So, again, I encourage each and every one of you to take that next step. Apply and get accepted, and just see where your life can take you once you start believing in yourself. I already believe in you. Dr. Bledsoe already believes in you. Anybody who's going to be walking around on campus, professors, the president, they all believe in you. And so it's time for you to believe in yourselves and see how far you can take yourself, right? So again, my name is James Samuel. I appreciate this opportunity to talk to y'all. If you see me around on campus, come up to me, say hi. I'd love to know who you are. Let me know if this story has actually helped change your perspective, and if I could do anything to encourage you along the way, hey, reach out to me. Y'all have a great afternoon, and again, thank you for your time. Bye-bye.